Can you beat Minecraft
Hello and
without
welcome
breaking
back to another
any
video.
of the rules of communism?
Today we're going to be watching a video
Wait,
on
what are
if
the
you can
rules?
beat Minecraft
In
with the rules of
1848,
communism.
Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto, a book outlining the principles of a communist society. The Communist Manifesto, at its core, features 10 main points which fit perfectly with Minecraft. The first rule I'll have to follow comes from Marx, who calls for the abolition of private property. That means I can't own any land, I can't use private chests, and if I build a base, I have to share it. This isn't Minecraft. This is our craft. And that's only the first of many, many rules to come. So can you beat Minecraft as a true communist?
Probably.
Alright, let's start the run. Communist any percent. I'll grab some wood real quick. Now, you're probably wondering why I just crafted 10 wooden pickaxes. That wasn't a mistake. As a communist, I must call my fellow comrades to work. But these pigs aren't exactly comrades, so I'll have to find a village. Bingo! Before I can continue with this run, I need to, rescue this village. Who wants to be a communist? Wait, to make the village communist, we have to follow 3 steps. First, destroy the rich. Marx says that the
Destroy the
immediate aim of
rich. Is that actually a root of communism?
overthrow of the bourgeois supremacy.
I'm not very
That means
educated on the
anyone
topic
who
of
takes advantage of the labor of others without doing anything for himself.
communism.
That was pretty easy. Next, we'll have to abolish all private property. For this run, I'm classifying all fenced-in land that's attached to a building as private property, like this animal pen.
Oh, pause. Isn't it like a well-known thing that communism has never worked anywhere? Like, it's just never worked. It's not a thing. I'll put it up on screen if it is or not. Just stick it up screen up there. Right, back into the video. Let's go.
That private wheat farm, that's gotta go. And that private chest, no. I'll be confiscating these goods for the motherland. The reason we have to get rid of private property is that it gives individuals too much control over resources and an unfair advantage over their comrades. The third step we have to follow is equal liability of all to work. That means no unemployed villagers. Everyone must work. So I went around the village and made sure that everyone had a workstation. Bro, we don't need 3 leather workers. Go be a farmer. And you can be a farmer. And for this guy, farmer. Next, I want to trade
this video up the. I might record half of it now and then a half later because
resources in the game.
my family decided to stay home.
That kind of sounds like capitalism.
The
The Communist Manifesto calls for the centralization of credit in the hands of the state to prevent this kind of exploitation.
What do I mean?
So for this run, we'll say that I'm not allowed to do any villager trading. Oh, come on.
I mean trade.
I guess the iron golems don't like the new reforms. Okay, I have to get rid of this iron right now or the run is over. I'll explain why in a minute.
What?
For now, I'll have to work for my food by harvesting communal farms and then sharing the extra food with my comrades. So how come I wasn't able to keep that iron? And for that matter, why am I still using wooden tools? In Minecraft, the biggest source of class distinction is the level of gear you have. Remember, communists hate class distinction. Anyone with higher tier tools can mine faster, can mine.
So you have to be equal to everyone and you can't have it and then better than anyone or else it's like offsets the balance of it. I get it now. I understand.
And can get richer than everyone else. That makes them the bourgeoisie. So if no one else can have fancy gear, then I can't either. That's why I spent a stack of cobblestone making stone pickaxes for all my villagers, even though they don't use them.
So if he's looking to get
Now that I'm
diamond
allowed
tools, he has to make
use stone
10
tools, I think I'll
diamond
make the first
pickaxes to
village
give to his
Notice
villagers.
how the villagers all live in
That's
separate
insane.
houses. Shouldn't they share a house? It's beautiful. I walked in on my comrades seizing the means of
Rather than
reproduction.
like a Mega Minecraft,
But that's
for sure.
okay, because we need to grow our population. The communal house was built with the latest in communist architecture. It features 15 luxurious
It's
bedrooms,
like a
and
prison.
there's even a staircase to get between floors. The village was looking pretty communist at this point, but there was one thing that kept it from being perfect. One blemish on my spotless record. This building. Listen to this quote. Communism is the stage of historical development which makes all existing
Sorry, my
religions
face camp's in the
superfluous
way.
and brings
Can't read
about
it.
their disappearance. Essentially, communists don't like religion. This Minecraft structure is officially called the Temple, and it's inhabited by a cleric.
Hold on. Why is the Soviet Union flag used for communism? Isn't there like a lot more other communism countries? I'm sure. I'll look it up and put it like right there so you can like see. But like, isn't Vietnam a communist country? I could be completely wrong. I'm not showing my knowledge very well. But like, I swear. But like every time someone mentions like communism, it's always like the USSR flag. And I always wanted that. Right, back into the video.
No
I'll
doubt
stop
it's a
yapping.
religious building. Way to fix that, I think.
Alright, I am back and I have to be a bit quiet because at any second someone could come into my room. Yay. Damn.
Time to go mining. Uh-oh. Now would be a great time to introduce the
Oh,
next.
he's about to dive.
Marx and Engels wanted the abolition of all rights of inheritance. But what does that have to do with Minecraft? Well, when you die, you can just come back and pick up your things, essentially inheriting
Oh,
from
so
your
if he
past
dies, he
life.
can't pick up his loot.
But not me. If
Jesus
I die,
Christ.
I have to restart the entire run. Oh no. Remember, we can't keep any of this iron yet. We're just collecting it for the commune. In order to level up to iron tools, just like with stone, I'll need to craft a set of pickaxes for the entire
Fix
village.
my arm.
But that's not all. Iron armor makes the difference between a poor player and a rich player. That's right, to truly level up, I'll have to craft a set of iron armor for all of my villagers. At my current population of 7, that means I'll need 168 iron.
Oh my days.
Oh boy. I spent the next day building a large collective farm to expand our agricultural output, just like the Communist Manifesto calls for. Uh-oh. It says here that the Communist Manifesto bans child labor. Whoops. At this point I realized I was going to need a lot more iron. Luckily, the next rule from the Communist Manifesto actually helps us. It calls for the extension of factories and instruments of production owned by the state. In short, it was time to industrialize.
I never understood how to do like redstone or anything. It's gonna make it hard to find things. I never understood how to do this. I was just let someone else on the server do it.
It works! Since I still can't officially use this iron yet, I'll hold off on crafting the hoppers. But he already crafted a bucket! Isn't that cheating? That's a very good question. I think because the bucket was absolutely necessary to build the farm, and because I've only used it for the good of my commune, it should be okay. What? What is this guy? You're actually trying to sell me sand? Capitalist. While I was AFKing, the village population grew to 8. But we should have enough iron now.
Oh my god.
Man, I really just did that. And the armor.
I always
I
used
bet
to do
you
that with
didn't think
the
villagers
crafting tables. I used to
were
craft like
But guess again,
64 of
using a
them.
dispenser I can equip my comrades with iron gear. And now we can use iron too. The cornerstone of a communist society is a democratically elected leader with checked power, so I set up a fair ballot for my villagers. Alright, I want to grab a few diamonds before I go to the nether. Sweet.
Then if he's gonna use diamond tools, he's gonna have to make diamond tools with the entire commune. So that's what I think you call it. Not a professional on topic. Oh my god, he's gonna drown.
And now I have to do one of the saddest things I've ever
Wait,
done.
you can
in
do
my life.
that?
See, Karl Marx believed in
What?
heavy progressive or graduated income tax.
Who is
That
Karl
basically
Marx? Why
means
is he
that
so
the richer I
important?
become, the more taxes I have to pay. I didn't have to worry about this rule before because I was dirt broke. But now that I've gotten wealthier, I'll have to start paying taxes. For this run, we'll say that at the end of every Minecraft day, I have to give up half of my income. So if I only find 2 diamonds, no big deal. I can just throw one away. But if I get lucky and find 10 diamonds, I have to get rid of 5 of them. Alright, looks like we got 10 diamonds, and it's a new day, so time to pay taxes.
That hurts to see.
Oh, that hurt. Anyway, now I can go look for a lava pool. Yes! These will come in handy later. No way, another village. I wonder what the manifesto says about other nations. In the national struggles of the proletarians of the different countries, they point out and bring to the front the common interests
Sorry about
of
how dark it is. I was putting my
entire
blinds because it's getting blinded.
independently of all nationality.
Hold on a
That
second,
means it's
look.
up to us
The light on.
comrades to overthrow the bourgeoisie.
Oh,
We've
so
done a
much
good
better.
deed today. Okay, that fire wasn't me. There must be a lava pool here. And then I had a shocking realization. Do you remember one of the first rules of the run? I'll read it again. The immediate aim of the communists is the overthrow of the bourgeois supremacy. In Minecraft, the bourgeoisie is unambiguously me. I control the resources, I decide who gets protection, and I decide how we progress through the game. My villagers have no agency. To them, I'm like a dictator. So, we have a new rule. To progress through the world, I can't act alone. I need the entire group to go with me. I'm going to have to make the nether portal a lot wider for this. Oh yeah.
Huh. This is actually so creative.
Okay, now we need all the villagers to go through before me. Dude, this is actually so annoying. I know I said the villagers have to be willing to go through, but you know, I'm a communist dictator. I can make them willing.
Of course, there's a ghast.
I decided that the best way to keep them with me was to use boats and leads, and we accidentally picked up another comrade.
Wait, they have spears
Now
now?
we bridge.
I'm playing Minecraft in a good book. Oh god, he's just killed all of them. How are they dying and suffocating? Oh, they're good, they're good.
Oh man, it just takes one
That could've been
gas to
bad.
ruin this run. Got him.
They're just dangling them.
Alright boys, stay close.
Oh no. That's a villager dead. Oh, that's why I needed the pumpkins. Oh, no, my villager's dead.
But wait, blaze rods also count as taxable income, so I'll actually need to grab 12 to have enough blaze powder. I just realized that when the
Damn
golems
taxes.
kill blazes, they don't drop any rods. That's why I was kind of a moron for doing this. Bro, this has got to be the weirdest speedrun ever.
My right headphone is low battery.
Time to pay taxes! My villager population has fallen by 75%, and we're currently experiencing a mass famine. So as far as communism goes, I think this is pretty accurate. Now to get pearls. Unfortunately, I had the village cleric killed, so we can't trade for ender pearls. Not that we were doing that anyway. We also can't barter with piglins, since that would be a market that isn't controlled by the state. That left only one option. Hunting Endermen. Fortunately, I still had a few golems to spare.
Scared me, that sound.
Can't forget to pay taxes. So, the first day I got 2 pearls, which means I have to give up 1. And the next day I farmed 22, so I have to throw out 11. Did I count that right? I don't think I counted that right. Oh hey, that's lucky. And then it was time to take my commune to the end. That meant everyone, even the villagers in the iron farm. When Karl Marx called for the centralization of the means of communication and transport in the hands of the state,
Who is
I don't
Karl
think this is
Marx?
what he had in mind.
Put it on the screen, right there. Who he is. Doesn't matter.
Yes, we're finally here. When I found the portal room, I gave one last motivational speech to rally the troops. Comrades! Karl Marx once said that the proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. And we have a game to win. To battle, comrades! Stupid. Oh, whoops. Well, I guess we left some men behind. As I entered the end, I remembered all the building, all the resource gathering, all the sharing we had to do to get this far. All the stupid communist rules I had to follow. Well, here's one more. Just to seal the deal, I can't be the only one to deal damage to the dragon. We have to beat it together. I almost forgot the last rule. I can't be the only one to deal damage in this fight. But iron golems can't attack the ender dragon, and villagers can't attack at all. I have an idea.
Oh my god, that's so smart.
Let's go! I beat the game as a perfect communist.
Hilarious.
I mean, we beat the game. Wait, the dragon egg? How are we supposed to share the dragon egg? No!
Yeah, that's hilarious. I would love to do something like that on games, but the extent of my chances on games like the weapon, the green weapons only on Fortnite. Yeah, W video, shout out that guy. That's a great video. I'll put his name up on the screen because I don't actually remember his name. Check out his videos and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Because every time someone subscribes, by the time summer is over in the 1st of September, I will do however many push-ups or subscribers I gained. That was confusing. Sorry, right.